Guys, so today I just have a quick video, I think, for something I designed here on Cricut Design Space. Again, I get a lot of inspo from the swaps and things like that, and this was something I've been thinking about doing. I just thought I probably should have put this out sooner, actually, because it has a little heart. It's this little pennants kind of set that has like a little pole, I guess. And so the way I designed it was to have the little pole, little heart, and then just some little words that maybe have to do with Valentine's, but not so much. It could be every day, and you can obviously design your own wording in there. So if any of the items I use today, I'll have links for. I'll link them in the description box. Those would be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you're purchase items to those links. Of course, with Cricut Design Space, I don't have anything to do with them, but I will link this project. And thank you guys, those who tried out the Sweethearts set there, the little craft totes that we did recently, which is really sweet. So thank you guys. A lot of people trying out the loaded pockets and things like that. And again, I designed this with free stuff. So let's just open this guy up. And we're going to click Customize just so I can talk about it a little bit. It wasn't super difficult to design, but it was kind of a little bit of a pain. So what I did was just copy and paste a lot of the flags, once I like the size of it, the little pennants. And so the way I have it is the whole thing is, as you can see, I just clicked it, is grouped together. So if you want to make it larger or smaller, you can definitely do that, and everything grows together. I'm going to undo that. Just go back to where it was. And let's see, hold on. I don't think that matters. I just want to make sure I didn't change the size. But I also have them grouped in pairs of like these two purple ones are together, these two blue ones are grouped together, these two pink ones are grouped together. And then I have a little stick here that is also grouped with the red heart, as you can see if I move it. But of course you can take that apart. You can change the heart color, obviously, when you go to cut. Ooh, a glittery heart, that'd be so cute. But behind this little heart, I just want to move that, is this piece that is also has a backer so that this, when it fits on there, is just gonna fit on there really nice, and it has some support. So what I did was that way when we have these guys, let's just say, no, it'll sit on there, or you can put it here, you can put it on the end. The way I designed these is that hopefully if you want to put a little twine, you make like a little twine bow and it looks like that's what's holding it to the stick. There's also a background piece just to make it sturdier if you want, however. Again, I would love to make something like this, but with like scallops. The only thing is a scalloped edge, unless I design it with like circles, it's going to be a real pain. It's going to cost us, right? So I have other shapes like that I've purchased before. So these are all free shapes that I can definitely do a triangle with a scallop triangle, because I have shapes like that, right? But for this, it's just a free cutting file, and somebody had said the other day, yes, please keep giving us free files. So I will keep doing that as long as I can design something that makes sense. And then these little guys, all this is, this one over here, is just a little pair of two that would layer over each other so that when you use it, you can stick it to here. So put one behind, right, and then this one in front. And you can definitely just do that, but I also made it so that you would have these little like ties that you can make whatever color. And I think these even fit, let me see. I forgot how I copied this. Let me see here. I should probably use a different color. Yeah, these perfectly will fit in these guys. So let's say you cut this guy for the background, this one, and then maybe you cut like this one for the topper of it. And then you cut these little guys, because these guys are separate too. So again, you have to manipulate things on your own if you want to. I can say, okay, I want this guy and I want this guy, but I don't want this the second time. So just delete that. And then you can play around with, having made a flag like this. Whoop, that should have stayed together. You know why? It's because I highlighted the way I did. Anyway. You can just bring that over and you'll have the words plus these little guys, and then you can top them off with these cute little bits that make it look like it's tied on that way. So, lots of fun ways to play with it, I think. What I'm going to do is just go ahead and cut some of these. Why not? So these words you can definitely change. You can manipulate. I just left it on Cricut Sans because that is a free font. You want to change the font and go for it. And I size them so that they would fit on there. So we have hello, yay, love. I mean, obviously you can change it for a person's name. I mean, a certain occasion, like all these different things. I try to just max it out, the size of the writing and all that. So, yeah. So what I would do, just so we have examples to look at, I'm going to double this guy. I'm going to duplicate that. I want two of those at least. Actually, we should do three, huh, at least. Should we? Yeah, let's just do that. I don't want to duplicate, I don't want to say 3 when I go to make it because I don't want 3 of each of these flags. So now when I click make it, it will be 3 of the sticks. And oh, did I tell you guys about this thing for pre-folded cards? I have no idea how to use that. It is such a pain. Oh my goodness. I've tried to watch videos. I'm like, I don't know what these people are doing. So I don't do it. Okay, so I have one with the little ties, one with the little hearts. Some of the pennants, again, they're basically the same. The little sticks, and then this one that says hello, and this one that says yay. And yeah, I'll just send these to cut. So again, this one does have wording. How cute that'd be to foil it. If you use the foil option on the wording on these, I think that'd be fun. It would just engrave the little love in foil. I think that'd be good. But anyway, lots of fun ways to play with this. Let's try it out and see if you have a little last minute, Valentine add-on, maybe for your little bags or whatever it is. Okay, I'm gonna go to my craft room and start cutting. Hi guys. Oh, I got an email. I did want to mention, whenever I cut like foil or things like this, I like to give it at least 2 passes. If you select heavyweight cardstock 100 pound, it'll do 3 passes. It's a little overkill, but that's okay. And yeah, so I have those guys, and I'll start doing the little flags themselves. Oh yeah, I just realized I didn't check this one after I cut it. After I use the heavy duty like setting, I go back to just custom cardstock plus. Just a little more pressure, I think. I don't think it does it twice. Yeah, it's just more pressure, supposedly. But it works. So sometimes before I unload the mat, I'll check just to see if it looks like it's coming away, and then we're good. If not, I don't unload the mat and I rerun that cut, Okay, so what I saw when I was pulling these off, I'm like, maybe it'd be nice if they were a little sturdier, so I just made another cut just in white paper of those guys. And so, okay, well, I guess you could sandwich things in between here too if you wanted to, but for now, all I'm going to do is, for each one of these little guys, and I just use some Anna Griffin paper. My goodness, why am I working way over in that corner? I don't know. How cute is this? And this will just be something fun that you can add. Again, you can do this for any occasion. I made them more Valentine-y. It's like a little flagpole, little pennant. I don't really know what to call it, to be honest. And I suppose if you just wanted to just do the pennants, you can just do these guys and maybe enlarge them if, for whatever project you have, or make them smaller, because actually these are a good size. I'll talk about that in just a minute. I forgot to mention at the beginning. A lot of times I like to work in larger sizes because then you can shrink it down, it looks better, or whatever it is. Some things are easier to manipulate when they're bigger. But this guy is 4.5 inches tall, basically. Just over 4.5 inches, as you can see. And the little pennants or flags are, well, the whole thing is about 2 inches by 1 inch, but if you're not counting the little things, you have like a 1.5 inch or so piece there. And again, I cut these so that what I would do with one like this one, just put some glue, pop it in behind here, maybe around the edge there. This is art glitter glue and it's already drying. Crazy. And then I do have the love. Now I could have put the words on this. You can just take those words and copy and paste them since they're exactly the same. But I'm just going to have a few layers apparently. So I'm just going to stick this on here. Actually, I don't think those little guys are going to touch. And I'm putting one front, one behind. You don't have to do that. You can just put them both here, in the on top. I am sandwiching it, but like I said, you don't have to do that. Ooh, where are my little black pieces? I've been just working and I totally forgot one of the first things I cut was the little black ties, and I think I probably dropped them somewhere. Oh no, I'm gonna have to rerun them, right? You see them? I don't see them. That's so funny because I was like, just moving things around. Didn't pay attention. Oh, actually here they are. Good, thank goodness. I didn't do them in black, I did them in red. So the way I came up with these guys is I just manipulated 2 triangles in a fun way to make it look like a tie. And that worked out for me. Okay, so I am going to put this one on top again. Again, this is overkill. That's not necessary. You don't have to do a 3rd layer. Oh, but this one can be popped up. That'd be cute, huh? But anyway, I'm just going to flatten it out or just stick it down like this because essentially those little ties are supposed to come in right in here. Is it too bright? I changed the lighting, but let me get a little closer maybe. Maybe Just have a lot of shiny stuff going on. So those guys go on here. And I'll grab these to help me out. That is so funny. Thank goodness I didn't drop them. I would hate to turn the Cricut back on just to cut these little things. This definitely is a enjoyable cut file. Small. And like I said, I mean, you can make it as big as you like, I suppose. As big as your paper will allow. Oh, and that's one. And it feels super sturdy with those different layers. So what do you think? I think that's pretty cute. Okay, so I'm gonna layer these other two sticks up like you saw me do earlier, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so with these guys, again, this one I really love how it comes with the little ties kind of separate. What I was envisioning for these guys is that we will stick them down with twine, and I just grabbed some twine. I probably should have grabbed cuter colors. I have this one, it's just brown. So okay, you can either just make like a little bow. Let's say you just make like a tiny bow, right? Like wrap it around something or something to make a small bow, and then just pretend that they're on there, or you can actually embed them in here, and I don't know how that's gonna go, but let's see. Make little ties. I mean, there's just gonna be a bunch of ways to do this. But what I was trying to say is, what I want to do is kind of half glue it onto the pole and half out. It'll make more sense in just a minute. So that this guy is kind of on here, so it still looks like it's just there, but just a little bit. See how it's halfway on that. And then we can also glue in these little ties that we can just leave like that. Actually, that's still a little bit too much. Or you can actually make bows, right? So what I'm gonna do is just fold them in half. I think that'll be easier. It doesn't look tied, but at least they're there. And this one's a little bit more persnickety, so I'm going to hold that down. And I'm going to hold this other one down. So it's just like about an inch of twine that I'm just going to hold down here. And then we have a little more glue, and of course you can use a hot glue gun for this. Oh, I was going to say, am I still in frame? I hope I am. But clearly those aren't tied, but they're there, right? So just kind of arrange them nicer, and then just hold it down. So I'll be back once that's set up. So that's kind of an easy way of just kind of adding a little detail. Looks like ties. What I'm going to show you now is that we can do this, and we can actually do a tie, but you're going to have to use quite a bit. Again, you can just make faux bows and stick them there and make it look like, oh, okay. What I'm going to do right now is a little persnickety. Maybe more persnickety than the last. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'm just going to fold these in half. Actually, I want half of it behind and half of it in the front. We'll get there, guys. Don't worry. I'm just trying to, okay. And, well, we already have the glue there, so let's put that guy there. And then we're going to bring this over the front. Okay, so it does take a little... You know, in my head I'm designing and thinking of how I want this to be attached and all that. Oh, look at that. That hasn't even set up yet. So plenty of glue. Again, hot glue will probably be your best friend with this guy. And then we're going to take this guy on top. And I'm definitely going to let this set up before I try to make my little bows. Okay? So I will be back. I think we're ready. So with these guys, again, you can just tie it. You can tie a knot, you can tie a bow, whatever it is. Obviously you want to use twine that's cuter than this brown mock-up I'm using here for this occasion. But whatever it is that you like, of course. Make a little bow. Then I'll show you real quick how to make like a cute little like treat holder, just in case you're running behind on your Valentine stuff, which I hope not. I honestly forgot that it was so quick, and I usually get my kids See's Candy, and I was like, there's no way I'm going to See's Candy now because it'll be a zoo. So I did not go, but I got them some other chocolates. Okay, I'm gonna tie this top one the same way as this one. Okay, I'll be right back. There has our little ties again. I'll just kind of arrange them more this way. How cute, with two little bows, with just like a little extra something, and then with little ties that, you know, the Cricut will die cut. That's the easiest, to be honest. The other ones, you know, a little persnickety, but definitely doable. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab something fun real quick that I want to do, and I haven't done this in a while, and I hope I get this right. I just remember it's a rectangle. Look at this paper from Die Cuts with a View, preserved paper. My goodness, this is the most gorgeous thing. And right now when I was cleaning up, I'm like, when did I buy? I don't even remember buying this, you guys. I know it was recent. I must have seen it and thought, oh, this is awesome, and then didn't like really look through it, because now that I'm looking through it, I'm like, this is gorgeous stuff. So I grabbed this piece because this will be fun. I'm gonna make like a little cone. I don't really know what size I want it to be though, so I was gonna do 6 by 8, and I might make it a little small, but that's okay. It doesn't matter, whatever size rectangle you want. You're just gonna, well, I'll show you in a minute. So let's say 6 by 8. That seems kind of small, huh? 8 would be taking off 4 here. We'll see. You know, 8.5 by 11, like a whole piece of paper would work real well for this. Now, I generally don't score, but since this is cardstock, I'm gonna score for the beginning, but I don't really, it's not like you have to do this. You want to score or fold it in half, basically. So like, let's say you just had a piece of paper, you would just fold it in half. So, this is 4 inches, obviously, so I'm just gonna fold it, score it, just right quick, just to have that. And basically, you can go ahead and fold it there. I'm thinking for this project, maybe I don't have to fold it so harshly, but I did, so oh well. Maybe we want to leave it a little more rounded. Now this piece we're going to bring down to the corner, so it's one of those kinds of things, you know, where you kind of line up right to the middle. And go like this. And then this piece we're going to bring up to the center, also, same thing, basically. Okay. And then we are going to fold this in half, and let me think about this for a second. Okay, so you want these little flaps. So what we're going to do on that score line is fold it back on that same score line. Again, that's why I'm like, you don't really have to like make them sharp. In a way, I kind of like them to be a little more free floating, but whatever. This piece needs to come down. So I was like, when do I get my flaps? That's right. Kind of origami-ish, but not really. So I scored it with this just to make it easier for me. And I'm, again, not making any kind of measurement here. Just fold it over, look at that, lines up pretty good. And it's getting thicker now because we have several pieces of cardstock, but this piece we're just gonna fold up. So, sorry, I was just trying to remember, obviously it's not folding up like this because it is there, but we are having some thickness. What it is right along this line, right here, you're gonna fold this back. So basically these two are gonna meet, but this piece, this edge is gonna end up flat over here. I'm so sorry, why is it so bright in the center there? So, I mean, you can kind of envision it's something like this. I don't know that we need to make score lines. Actually, when I'm making that score line, I can feel this underneath, so that's good. So it's right along there and right along that bottom one, and let's fold it because this is getting real thick. And again, right up to this area, if you wanna make it nice and neat. I can do that for you guys again, but I think you should just repeat the thing. So now, you guys, you see this cool shape. Obviously this flap is just kind of out and everything else is, but what you can do is just pop it open like this. Oh my gosh, I haven't made one of these in a long time. It was like to hold like little treats. So again, you can make it bigger. This one, I mean, I don't even know how to tell you how big this is. 6 inches tall, the little opening. So since this is cardstock, it wants to break on me a little bit. This is kind of what I was saying, maybe we don't have to actually score it so hard, but here we can put some washi. You can do whatever you like. I think, I was gonna say, did my stapler come down in here? I could use that. I was just gonna staple it like as far in as I can go, but I don't know if I can go too far. Maybe just here, huh? It's not gonna open up from there. I would like to be able to put another staple, to be honest. I don't think I can. Anyway, you can tape it all around, decorate this thing. I mean, look how cute this is. I feel like I should even put another little, you know what? Let's make it more decorative. Hold on. Let me get like a little piece of ribbon or something. I'll be right back. Piece of lace. Now I would have liked something smaller than this, but this is what I have. So let's just cut that and kind of double it over so it looks cute, and just attach it here. And that'll help us look cute, but also keep this closed up, you know? So let me try to slide this in here. Literally just stapling that on there. Just like kind of cute here and there. Oh my gosh. How cute is that? I might have to perfect the other staple. So that is all held together. Let me get some treats to go in here, and literally the only reason I made this is to pop this in here, and it's like the perfect sizing. I'll be right back. Sweeties in here. We have some lint, strawberries and cream, of course, and maybe some of these white chocolate creme brulee. How cute is that? Oh my gosh. You can definitely washi all around that. So what I want to do is pop that open so that this will fit in there. I hope it doesn't want to pop it out. Let's give it a good squish. I'm going to have to give it a squish squish so it stops being so resistant. There we go. How about that? How about some of these? Yep, let's just keep putting those treats in there. How cute is that? Oh my gosh. And then literally I made that so we can just shove that in there. How cute is that? Just something fun that we can throw together. Definitely, you know, the sizing of this, let me show you what it looks like on like a card. Let's say, where am I putting this guy? Let's put him over here. You know, background paper, some other cute stuff, and then maybe just this little guy sticking out here, or sticking out here. That's the sizing I did. If you want to make it bigger, again, just click on it once, the whole screen, and everything should be together. You can drag it and make it bigger instead of individually sizing everything larger, you know, which can sometimes not be super great. I will do that one more time for you guys. This little thing, just in case. Now this is really skinny and long. I don't think it'll work so well for this one, so let me just cut it down just because I guess it would. It just might be kind of funky, you know? It literally, because you would have to fold this in half and then get that to here. I don't know. I think it'd be really skinny and odd. So I'm just gonna, again, this was 8 by 12, not 8 by 12, it was 12 inches wide, and it is about 5 inches. And this one, since it's a little bit thinner paper, I'm just gonna go ahead and just fold it, right? And I can't remember, did we end up with this piece of paper showing more? Okay, it doesn't matter. So I just folded it in half, you saw that. So all we're gonna do is after you fold it in half, meet these lines up right at the center, right? And this one, so again, this is like 5 by 8, center. We're gonna fold in half backwards. Not so great there. So if you want that to be more lined up, you know, definitely do that. Or just trim away what you don't like to see there. This piece, again, is going to come down. So I'm just going to go like that. Right? And then this piece is going to follow along here. And actually it's easier because I have that long piece now. But again, you can kind of feel down here what's going on. And we're going to fold it up. Oh, maybe this is a good place to staple, I was gonna say, but no, because you need to open it. So now, okay, we just did that. And you just put your fingers in here and you can open this up and it makes a nice little cup. You can do this with literally anything. Wax paper. Ooh, at Daiso they have cute like pattern wax paper, which I think is adorable. Again, it has this little piece here that you can either tape down or glue down these areas, tape them or glue them down, whatever. But it just makes a little cone. I think this came out better with the sizing. Alright guys, just want to show you that technique again. Thanks for watching. I'll have it linked in the description box for the Cricut file, and I'll see you all at the next one. Bye now.